Hello everyone. Last video we were talking about Lagna and Lagna Load, and we were also talking like how Lagna Load, the strength of Lagna Load or placement of Lagna Load can decide how your life will go. Okay, when we talk about strength of Lagna Load or about any planet, we need to consider few things to analyze any planet. Okay, like it's is the planet is weak or strong. Okay, is the planet has a sthan bala, means the positional strength, or does the planet has directional strength? Is the planet is providing you direction, or is the planet is directionless? How to see these things? We need to differentiate, when we see the strength of the planets or when we analyze the planet. We shouldn't jump immediately, like when we see the planet is exalted, or when we see the planet is in the bad house, then we come to the conclusion, no, planet is in the bad house, it's in the sixth house, it will give us only bad result. It's not like that. Okay, the first let's talk about the sthanbala, positional strength of the planet. Positional strength means that what position that planet can give you. Okay, because the condition of the planet is always the condition of you. Okay, especially the Lagna Lord. Because we are talking about Lagna Lord, so let's talk about Lagna Lord. But this formula you can apply to all the planets. So first always consider the positional strength. Positional strength means the planet is exalted, or it's in the Mool Trikon Rashi, or it's in the own house, or the planet is in the friendly sign, or planet is in the enemy sign, or the planet is Vragottam. The most favorable strength in astrology is considered as a exaltation. Okay, the planet in exaltation means that planet is of high dignity, the planet of high status. So that planet will keep you in always good position. Okay, and if it's in the Vargottam, then it's a lesser than exaltation. Okay, still it will give you good position, but it will be lesser than exaltation. Okay, then come Vargottam. If the planet is Vargottam, man, it means if it's present in same sign in D1 and D9, it means the planet is Vargottam. So that planet will always also give you good positional strength. Okay, then come own house. Okay, after that come friendly sign. Friendly sign, if planet is placed in the friendly sign, means that planet will always in the circumstances, the planet will put you in the position where always you will get support of other people. Okay, which can give you good position in the life. Okay, and same if planet is in the enemy sign, it means that there are so many people who are against you, who want to drag you from your position. This is the positional strength, okay, which we call sthan bala. Now let's come to the directional strength. Directional strength is the means that is that planet is giving you direction. Is the significance of of the planet are giving you direction in your life, where you need to go or where you not. This we see from the directional strength. Okay, in first house, Jupiter and Mercury get directional strength. If Jupiter and Mercury are placed in the Lagna, means that you are having the advice of some knowledgeable people. You have a good mentors, who give you direction in your life. Okay, with Mercury in the first house means that you are learning something, or you have a knowledge or intelligence of that kind which give you direction in your life. Okay, if Mars and Sun are in the 10th house, means that from government, or government related jobs, you will get a direction in your life. Okay, Mars in the 10th house means with your, also you can say for the Sun also, that if you have you have your administration skills, okay, your power of managing other people, that will give you direction in your life. Okay, with Mars also you can say that person would be know how to control others. Okay, if he will follow these things, he will get a direction in his life. With the significance related with Mars and Sun will provide him direction in his life. Okay, with Saturn and Rahu, which are in the seventh house. Okay, with Saturn, you can say like if the person is hardworking, okay, if the person will be believe in the good karmas, he will get the direction in his life. So he need to follow the significance related with the Saturn to get the direction in the life. Otherwise, he will lose the direction. Okay, Saturn is also of the hardworking. It is for the good karma. Okay, and Saturn is also for the also make you good philosopher. Okay, such person if is in the is following some good philosophy, if he's read regular some philosophy, that philosophy, okay, if he will adopt in his life, that will also can provide him good direction. All right, and the fourth house, moon and Venus get the directional strength. Okay, although the Venus is not considered so good in the fourth house, which we will discuss in the coming classes, but let's talk about the moon. Okay, moon is about the compassion, it's about the caring other people. If the person is keeping this significance in his life, if he's follow, that good, attributes of the moon, he will get the direction in his life. Okay, so this position if these houses when planet is placed, they get the good directional strength, okay, which also add up in the strength of the planet. Okay, and if the planet is in the opposite house, that means that he lack the directional strength, so the person is not getting the direction from the planet, and person will not follow that things in his life which can make his life uh directionless. For example, Jupiter is in the first house. If Jupiter is in the seventh house, it's a directionless. So maybe the person will have not a proper guru, or he will have not a proper mentor who guide him, due to which he could lose the direction, whatever he wanted to learn. Okay, same with the Sun and Mars. If they go in the fourth house, he will not have a proper, guidance, or he will not have a proper, direction from the significance of sun and moon, like he has a not proper how to follow his responsibilities, or how to administrate other people, or how to administrate his employees in his job, due to which he could lost his direction. He might be can so much lenient, so much lenient with his employers, which is also not good. Okay, so because there should be balance when you are in a job and there are a lot of people are working under you need to uh, administrate them with little strictness also. So if the Mars and Sun is not giving you direction, means that you don't know how to how to administrate them, you don't know how to manage them properly, due to which you can have a trouble in the life, or trouble in the profession, whatever you're doing. Okay, and other factor of the planet is always, if the planet is afflicted. Affliction is from the malefic planets. If the planet is with the malefic planet like Saturn, with the Rahu, Ketu, and with the Mars. Okay, if the planet is conjunct with them or aspected from them, so in that case, that planet could be afflicted. Okay, affliction, what it does, it can it can give you negativity regarding that planet. Okay, and which can lead to some bad events. So negativity, and the bad events, it come from the conjunction or aspect from the malefic planets. Okay, and then come the weakness. Weakness come to the planet when it's in the 6, 8, or 12 houses. Okay, some planets are good in sixth house. Okay, like with the time, planet in the sixth house can get better, especially Saturn and Mars and Rahu. Okay, but planets in the eighth house and 12th house are always considered weak planet. All right. So weak planet means that planet is not able to do anything. For example, when some human is weak, but he desires something, he want to achieve something. but he's in not in in a position to get that stuff, then what he will do? He can try to steal that thing, or he can do that things which are not go well with the norm of the society, or that person also could be frustrated, irritated, and which can also cause him some health issues. So the weak planet also behave like a same thing. The planet is a weak, then it can try to achieve the thing in some bitter ways, which could create a problem in the life of the native. Or that weak planet also can put so lot of negativity in the native, which can lead to some some health issue. So we first need to consider, and we must need to know how to differentiate that different strength, and on the basis of that, you know we have to analyze the planet. Okay. And also, two things I would like to add: combustion and planetary war, which is very, very important to see. If planet is combust, that planet is, like 70% that planet is destroyed. Okay. That planet will be not of, use in your chart anymore. Okay. There is a particular degree for each planet, for the combustion with respect to sun's degree. But mostly when planet is in very close conjunction, which I have seen you know in my research, when planet is very close degree, like 5 degrees, 6 degree, only then that planet is behave very bad. Okay, otherwise I have not seen that so much effect of combustion on the planet. Okay, so when planet is combust, that planet can give you humiliation, humiliation regarding to the significance of that planet, humiliation regarding to the lordship of that planet. For example, if your ninth lord is very badly combust due to your moral conduct, okay, your moral conducts are very bad, due to which you could be humiliated in the society, or you could be humiliated due to your father. Okay, and if we're talking about the natural significance of the planet, if Mercury is, for example, if Mercury is, combust, then due to the communication of the native, due to the speech of the native could face humiliated. Okay. Also, planet is combust. Maybe the person is, using the significance of the planet in the wrong way. For example, if Mercury is combust, maybe person is using his intelligence in the wrong way. If Jupiter is combust, maybe person is using religion, in the name of religion. Maybe he's doing, some kind of spam to other people, like that. You can see. Okay, it means that the planet which is combust, so its significance is, make law could make lot of trouble in his life. Okay, if Saturn is combust, maybe the person is very lazy, due to which he suffer humiliation, due to which he not able to do lot of things in his life, or he can, could he can do some bad karma, all that stuff. Also, never ignore the lordship of the planet which is combust. Okay, that also we need to see. Okay, so when we were talking about the Lagna Lord, when we were talking about his strength, so we have to see that which Rashi it is placed. Okay, is it placed in exaltation? Is it in Mul Trikon? Is it in enemy or friendly sign? Okay, if it's in the friendly sign, so means you will have a lot of support in your life. Okay, so means circumstances will be support you, to get your things done in the life. If the planet is in the enemy sign, means that there will be lot of circumstances which will not favor you. Okay, so you will have to do lot of struggle in your life. Okay, and if the same planet, the Lagan Lord, is, for example, if it's a sun and if it's in the 10th house, there it gets the directional strength. So if you have a skills of rulership, if you have a skills to go on the other people, if you have a skills to manage the people, it will give you a lot of success, because it this planet has a directional strength. Okay, so you should develop the skills of that planet, which has a directional strength, especially if that planet is your Lagna Lord. Okay, and if there is a Jupiter in the Lagna, then Jupiter is a karaka for education and for the spirituality. Jupiter in the Lagna is considered very good, okay, because it's a benefic planet, is a most benefic planet, and if it is in the Lagna, it will cover your all trikona, because first house it will be placed, so it will give its result in the first house. It will aspect the fifth house and ninth house too. Okay, and which planet is, whichever planet is placed in the Lagna, that planet will be very very prominent in your life. Okay, I use the word prominent. I never say it's a good. Okay, it would be prominent in your life. The significance related to that planet will be very prominent. If it's a Jupiter, that somewhere, spirituality, or you can say knowledge, wisdom, education, that will be always remain the part of your life. Okay, and and the main thing about the Jupiter, Jupiter can give you, good respect in the society. It can give you good money, you know better status, but condition is that that person should have some skill, or he should have complete his education. So that person should have good education. Only then that Jupiter can give you good result. Okay, if that person has no skill, if that person has not completed his education, then that Jupiter will not give you as good result as it should be. Okay, and also, and when the planet any planet is placed in the first house, you should consider the fifth and ninth house also. Okay, because this is the Agni Trikona. Okay, 1, 5, 9, are the Agni Trikona. They are the Agni Tattva houses. Okay, so if the Lagna is, the factors which help to build up your intelligence, right, which we have discussed in last video. And fifth house, is that house, which is where you are, where you are using your intelligence. I mean to say, what quality you have, or what kind of intelligence you have. Does your intelligence is of sattvic, okay, rajasic or tamasic, means tendency of your intelligence. Okay, there are three gunas: sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic, which have mentioned in the Vedic philosophy. Okay, sattvic guna means that person who always remain, who always remain connected with the God. Okay, or the person who do unconditional service to the society, who believe in doing the karmas, good karmas, and in return he don't expect anything. Totally karma yogi person. Okay, that kind of people are. That's a sattvic guna. And rajasic means the person who is very desireful. Okay, who have a lot of desire. Okay, he want lot of things in the life, but he believe in give service also. So he believe in give and take. All right. So this is a pure rajasic. And the tamasic are the people who are the ignorant, who are the lazy, who believe in the shortcuts, who don't believe in the karma, who want to get the things done, who want to, you know fulfill their desire, but they don't care how it will be fulfilled. Okay, it could be wrong method, it would be wrong way, they don't care. Okay, and what kind of intelligence you will have, that we will see from the fifth house. Okay, if there is an influence of the sattvic planets on the fifth house, means sun, Jupiter, and moon, so that kind of person, uh, that person would have intelligence of sattvic guna. If there is a influence of rajasic guna planets like Mercury and Venus, so that person will be, very ambitious. His intelligence will be always focused on, how to get his desires done. you know and if it is, influenced by Mars, Saturn, Rahu, the tamasic guna planet, okay, that person have intelligence of, very crooked intelligence, very weird kind of intelligence. He want he want to do he can do anything, to fulfill his desire. he can go to any mean. Okay, so he can go to any path. All right. So the fifth house is also very important. If the fifth house is in the good shape, so it will boost your lagna. Okay, because if fifth house is good, you are very intelligent, you are doing the things in the right way, then of course your lagna, your respect will uplift in the society. So that's why fifth house is too much related with the lagna. And same with the ninth house. Okay, the guna principle which we have used for the fifth house, also we can use in the ninth house, and we can see, is that person is following his dharma. Okay, or what kind of moral conduct that person has. So if negative planets, I mean to say malefic planets are afflicting his ninth house, like Saturn, Mars, and Rahu, so that person is very of tamasic kind of person, and he don't believe in any dharma, he don't believe in any moral conduct. So for him there are no society norms. He can go to any extent, to do anything, or means that kind of person of of like a lower kind of mentality. Okay, mostly the people who do the bad karmas, in their chart you will see the ninth house is afflicted by the malefic planets, by kamsik graha, like Saturn, Mars, and Rahu. Okay, so if ninth house is bad, that means that person is not following his moral conduct, is not following the dharma. So that will also take some power from the lagna. So in that condition also, the Jupiter will not give good result, because Jupiter is all about the dharma. Jupiter will give you good result, when you are following the dharma, especially when Jupiter is in the lagna. If you're not following the dharma, okay, dharma not mean that going to temple every day. Okay, that things are very important. Wherever you believe, wherever you go for worship, you go to church, you go to gurudwara, you go to temple. Okay, that things are very very important too, right? But this is not everything about the dharma. Following the dharma means following your duties. Okay, you are where you are following some moral conduct in the society. Okay, this is the real meaning of the dharma. Okay, means following the natural laws. Okay, following the natural conduct of the natural following the natural conduct, and also respecting the nature is also the dharma. All right, and also respecting your fellow humans, always ready to help other people, or following your responsibility towards your family, towards your professional life, towards your society, that all come under the category of the dharma. All right, now doing the rituals, going to the temple, that is also the part of the dharma, but this is not whole dharma, you can say. Okay, so that's how the 1, 5, and 9 houses are connected with each other. So if any house is afflicted by tamasic graha, or if any house has tamasic tendency, it will affect, for example, if in the lagna there is a tamasic tendency, so it will affect your fifth and ninth house. How it will affect in that case? Fifth is a house of your intelligence will suffer. And now ninth house, is a house for the moral conduct. Okay, your moral conduct will suffer, and due to which, there you will be less fortunate. Fortune will not favor you a lot if you are doing the tamasic things in the life. Okay, so very simple remedy for the ninth house is follow dharma. Okay, be sattvic. Okay, follow the moral conduct in the society. Then your ninth house will improve, and your fortune will improve. Okay, that's why the ninth house is the house of fortune, because you do good dharma, as much your fortune will increase. And if you will not do good dharma, you will do heinous conduct, then your ninth house will give you malefic result, means your fortune will decrease. Okay, so always keep this in the mind. And these are the simple remedies. This is a remedies which can be done in the natural way. All right, so that's all for today. Rest we discuss in the next class. Thank you.